Now to the latest on the violent attack on House Speaker Nancy Pelosi's husband in their San Francisco
Today he's
home.
just kind of run together.
Still in the hospital today after undergoing surgery for a fractured skull. Meanwhile, charges have now been filed against the suspect. The suspect, who police say violently bludgeoned House Speaker Nancy Pelosi's husband with a hammer inside their San Francisco home, now facing federal.
Okay, I didn't know it was that serious. Wow. I figured, you know, they got him off of him relatively fast and he didn't do any damage, but apparently. Like, it is a very serious matter with Paul Pelosi.
The suspect, who police say violently bludgeoned House Speaker Nancy Pelosi's husband with a hammer inside their San Francisco home, now facing federal charges. The Department of Justice charging David DePape with one count of assault of an immediate family member of a United States official and one count of attempted kidnapping of a U.S. official. The district attorney
He's still in the hospital.
Another set of criminal charges.
This was a targeted act on the Pelosi home, for sure.
Law enforcement officials telling ABC News the suspect, David DePape, had zip ties and duct tape with him as he broke into Pelosi's home, calling out, "Where's Nancy?" in search of the House Speaker, who was in D.C. at the time.
I just heard attacked with a hammer. I didn't know he smacked him in the fucking head.
That, quote, "If Nancy were to tell him the truth, he would let her go. If she lied, he was going to break her kneecaps," explaining to investigators that he viewed Nancy as the leader of the pack of lies told by the Democratic Party, and by breaking her kneecaps, she would then have to be wheeled into Congress, which would show other members there were consequences to actions. Our sister station KGO-TV
That's fucked up.
obtaining this phone interview with a woman who was in a long-time relationship with DePape, now in prison herself for attempted abduction, not related to the Pelosi incident.
He is mentally ill. He's been mentally ill for a long time.
RP stated that there's a male in the home and that he's going to wait for his wife. RP stated that he doesn't know who the male is.
Police arriving that night within 2 minutes. They say when they ordered DePape to drop the hammer, he hit Pelosi at least twice, fracturing his skull. Speaker Pelosi issuing a statement saying her family is heartbroken. Authorities are now combing through the suspect's social media pages. Some allegedly show multiple false conspiracy theories about COVID-19, the 2020 election, and the federal
Makes sense.
The attack highlights the growing hostility toward members of Congress, with threats at an all-time high, more than doubling since 2017. A joint FBI Homeland Security's bulletin has now been sent to police nationwide, warning of a heightened threat by lone wolves.
That sucks. And what really sucks is, like, Charlie Kirk is wanting to get a bail fund together to get that guy out of jail. I don't think that's going to happen. He's on federal charges now, but Charlie Kirk on his show actually said that.
I mean, I'm looking at Politico.com. I'm looking at the New York Times. I'm looking at all these places, and there's a little bit of mention here. For example, Politico says top Republicans reject any link between GOP rhetoric and Paul Pelosi assault. Of course you should reject any link. Why is the Republican Party, why is the conservative movement to blame for gay schizophrenic nudists that are hemp jewelry makers breaking into somebody's home, or maybe not breaking into somebody's home? Why are we to blame for that exactly? And why is he still in jail? Why has he not been bailed out? By the way, if some amazing patriot out there in San Francisco or the Bay Area wants to really be a midterm hero, someone should go and bail this guy out. I bet his bail's like $30,000 or $40,000. Bail him out and then go ask him some questions.
Charlie's an idiot.
I wonder what his bail is. They're going after him with attempted.
They're throwing the book at him. His bail's probably only $30,000, $40,000. Charlie Kirk is an idiot.
Murder, political assassination, all this sort of stuff. I'm not qualifying it. I think it's awful. It's not right. But why is it that in Chicago you're able to commit murder and be out the next day? Why is it that you're able to trespass, second-degree murder, arson, threat of public official,
That's not true. I highly doubt you can go to Chicago, commit murder, and be out the next day. Maybe if you're fucking rich. Maybe if you're fucking rich. But I mean, like, they held O.J. Simpson in jail without bail. So, I mean, but he did try to run, too. If he didn't try to run, they probably wouldn't have held him in jail. Maybe if you're fucking rich, you can go to Chicago and murder somebody and be out the next day. What in the hell is he smoking?
Cashless bail. This happens all over San Francisco, but if you go after the Pelosi's, oh, you're let out immediately.
This is a goddamn fantasy world, and people actually listen to this asshole and take him seriously.
Do you think we're stupid? You think we're fools?
Everything about what he just said was completely wrong. Off the rails, batshit fucking crazy.